What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys Week 6 matchup at home, Monday Night Football against the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I know in the video yesterday I went ahead and picked the Cowboys to lose this game, and it's because I truly believe that. Now, I'm not being a hater. I'll be watching all the games. I'll be cheering on the Dallas Cowboys, and let's be honest, I've been a diehard Cowboys fan my whole entire life. I could find a path to victory for every single game, but we're a quarter of the way into the season, and we've kind of seen how the Cowboys are to this point. And it's not like we changed anything against the Giants. It was kind of more the same. We still have an issue turning the ball over, and we can't get any stops on the defensive side of the football. Now, I want to point out a comment from Patrick Peterson earlier this week, and he was basically saying that the path to victory for the Arizona Cardinals is just stopping the run. And I wholeheartedly agree. Now, at the same time, that's not going to be easy to do because we know the Cardinals are around 20th in the league as far as rush defense goes. So they're not great at stopping the run. Ezekiel Elliott will impose his will against teams like this. It just happens. You've seen the games where Zeke has struggled. It's been against the elite rush defenses in the NFL, the Seattle Seahawks, the Cleveland Browns. But anytime we play a decent, average rush defense that isn't bad like the New York Giants, Zeke goes out there and he does his own thing. I'm thinking even the Los Angeles Rams game where, they're pretty tough defense, but Zeke was still able to run the ball well and we imposed our will. Now, we still saw that doesn't mean we're going to win the game. But I do think this is one of those games where we got to go back to the Jason Garrett way of thinking, which it was never my favorite game plan, but it kind of makes sense in this matchup. It's you got to run the ball, you have to control the clock, and keep the defense off the field. And it's not because Andy Dalton isn't a capable quarterback, but the Cardinals' strength is at stopping the air attack. They have Patrick Peterson, they have Byron Murphy, and they have Budda Baker back there at safety. So they're going to be tough to beat through the air. I'm not saying that the Cowboys receivers aren't going to go out there and get their own, because they will. But at the same time, we've got to be able to keep our defense off the field because we don't really have a lot to build upon right now on defense. We just lost Tristan Hill for the season, and he was our best, most promising defensive tackle. You got Tyron Crawford, who hopefully we'll be able to get some pass rush, some pressure, but at the same time, he's not going to help in the run game. Antoine Woods and Dontari Poe are going to be the two big guys to plug the middle. Are they going to be able to get any interior pressure to be able to control the Cardinals from just imposing their will with a run on us? I don't see it. Looks like Leighton Vander Esch practiced the other day in full. He's expected to play. I don't know how I feel about that. I hope he's healthy. Hope he's good to go. If he is, then that'll be a good thing for us, right? Jalen Smith played his best game against the season last week against the Giants, so that is somewhat promising. So I could see the linebacker group improving this week, potentially. But at the same time, are we going to be able to stop all those weapons in Arizona? Is our secondary going to step up? And are we going to be able to get pressure? I don't see it. The Arizona offensive line does a pretty good job at protecting Kyler Murray. They're in the top half of the league. They're right around 15, 16, but they do just good enough. And Kyler Murray helps himself a lot too because he's one of the most athletic quarterbacks in the NFL. He's fast, he's elusive, he's got a quick release, so he's going to be tough to contain. I'm sure we'll use Jalen Smith as a spy, so he won't be able to beat us sideline to sideline. But at the same time, it's definitely going to be tough. They got weapons at wide receiver, maybe the best wide receiver in the NFL, and DeAndre Hopkins. As a Cowboys fan, I would be jealous, but I guess we're kind of spoiled with what we have at wide receiver, so we may not need a guy like Nuke, but he's still really good. Christian Kirk hasn't had the most promising season, but I'm a big Texas A&M fan, and I can tell you he's definitely capable in the slot. Larry Fitz is a big, strong veteran. Again, a lot of their throws will be towards Nuke Hopkins because he's that good, and we don't really have anybody that can cover him. Maybe Anthony Brown is back, so he'll be able to cover Christian Kirk in the slot, but at the same time, Chidobe Awuzie is still out, so we're going to have Jordan Lewis, and we're going to have Trayvon Diggs out there just trying to do too much against a guy like Nuke Hopkins. And I think Diggs has been great, but at the same time, he's banged up, he's being asked to do too much, and it's going to be tough. We know how bad the situation is at defensive tackle. We know how bad the situation is at safety, and that's why I can't pick us to win this game. But like I said, I still see the path to victory, guys. I do hope we win the game. I want y'all to leave your comments. Let me know who you think is going to win. Look, I'll be cheering us on, and if the Cowboys prove me wrong, I will be ecstatic, right? I'm rooting for Andy Dalton to do well. I'm rooting for our defense to do well. Last week, I got to eat, or throughout this week, I got to eat a little crow on DeMarcus Lawrence, and it was great. I loved it. I was so glad to see him step up, make a tackle, and just play well. Not a tackle, a sack, but which is also a tackle. But I guess my point is I'm not rooting against any of these guys. I just got to pick with the information I have who I think is going to win. Another guy, Everson Griffin. We've been pretty down on him on this channel, and it's because he hasn't performed. I would love to see him step up. Moving forward, we know we're going to get Randy Gregory back in a couple weeks, and I think that'll definitely help the pass rush. But this is just one of those games where I think the defense is going to continue to struggle. I think the offense will get theirs, but are they going to be able to do well enough? I just don't know. If I'm guessing a score, I'm thinking the Cardinals definitely put up 30. I wouldn't be shocked if we do as well. But I probably see us losing by at least a touchdown, and I wouldn't be shocked if it's 10 points or more. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Andy Dalton goes out there and does his thing. I hope everybody does, right? So, like I said, leave me a comment. Let me know how you think the Cowboys are going to do this week. Let's all hope that I'm completely wrong and that we blow the Cardinals out of the water primetime on Monday Night Football and get our first big signature win of the season. I mean, we've seen the Cardinals are capable of being not so hot. I'm thinking about the Lions game where they came out kind of flat. So hope we see more of that moving forward. We know Chandler Jones isn't going to play, so that definitely helps our chances. Because we've pretty much proven with our offensive line that as it is, we're not going to be able to stop the elite pass rushers in the NFL. We can't stop Aaron Donald, couldn't stop Myles Garrett, probably couldn't stop Chandler Jones if he was going to play. But without him, the Cardinals pass rush isn't all that. I'm expecting they're going to be stuffing the box, trying to stop the run, sending blitzes, and we'll see how it goes. That's going to do it for today, guys. Definitely smash that subscribe button for some more daily Dallas Cowboys content. I appreciate that y'all have been adding me on Flick Chat. The link and the code for my group is in the description. I might be doing some giveaways in the future the more followers I get on there, so we'll just have to wait and see. Besides that, I'm out. Peace!